Welcome to another episode of The Epic Family Road Trip.
In last week's episode, we ended up in Toronto where I was about to attend a speakers conference. Now, we had an amazing time at that conference, met so many incredible people, other speakers that had stories that just would blow your mind. The kids, they got a chance to meet Orlando Bowen. Google him, check out his story. He was a football player, professional football player, and he was beat up by a corrupt police officer. And he completely forgave him and ended up being exonerated, and everything worked out in the end. But it's a real story of forgiveness. And there's a guy, Orlando Bowen, who actually loves policemen. He has no bitterness and absolutely nothing against anyone for what happened. So what a true story of forgiveness. And then the other, you'll see a whole bunch of other people meeting the kids and meeting the family. They were so excited to meet everybody. You'll also see in the background of the video the kids being greeted by a gentleman named Dr. Salyer. He's 84 years old. He created the Cranial Foundation, which does reconstructive surgery on children all over the world. And along with that, he got up to tell his story, and everybody in the audience just leaned forward, and we were just spellbound because he was one of 3 doctors that worked on JFK the day he was shot. Dr. Ken was in that hospital. He was a young, new doctor, had just begun his practice in the hospital there, and he got a call to come down and work on a patient. And in the stretcher wheeled, and it was JFK. And he began doing CPR on him. They did a tracheotomy. It was just unbelievable. I've never heard a story quite like it. So happy to meet Dr. Ken, and I hope we get to see lots more of you in the near future. So Jane Atkinson, thanks for putting together this amazing group. I was just blown away. Thank you for finding such incredible people and bringing them all together to share our stories and to learn how to tell our stories better. So that was a wonderful time spent in Toronto.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow.
You're having a great time traveling around.
Yeah, I see lots of pictures on Instagram. Oh my gosh, it was so great to meet you guys. Thank you for coming in. We're going to break at 3 and then you guys can be on the road.
Just finished a wonderful conference in Toronto with Jane Atkinson and all the amazing speakers. It was so powerful to listen to all your stories. And Kelly Swanson, with your unbelievable expertise in storytelling, just so much in my head to unpack now and apply to my talk, but it's always very, very fun and encouraging. So, and on the way home, we got that gorgeous sunset in the background. So, this is what happened today. We drove all the way downtown to go to the U.S. consulate. We got there and they told us, we should have realized, but they told us you needed an appointment. So we went on the website and the first available appointment was on the 17th, which is after we fly. So we found an email address, we emailed them. They said, book the appointment and then email us back with the situation and we'll see if we can get you in earlier.
That was pretty scary.
It was, because we thought, at that point we thought, well, maybe just I'll go down, or me and one of the kids, and I'll have to change the length of my stay, and then we'll have to forfeit all of
And this is the one time we did not buy insurance on the tickets. So that was kind of, and this would be our first reunion missing it.
As a family.
Yes. So Yeah, we were getting ready to email and change all of our plans. We were talking about what to do, but we did notice that they were emailing us back really fast. So we were thought, well, this is kind of hopeful. And
they got back to us with
the news that tomorrow morning at 10:30, yeah, I have an appointment. So that was really, really exciting.
So then I think it'll probably be 3 days to get the book printed. They'll expedite it, and then we should be good to go.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully pick it up on Friday, and then we fly on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday the 16th.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So what that means is we were planning to head up north today, but we're gonna stay one more night here in the Toronto area so that we can get down to the consulate tomorrow morning, and then we'll head north. So we got to make some arrangements because we had furniture coming tomorrow morning. We'll make it come the next day, blah blah blah. But anyway, that's part of being a travel family.
Yes.
You've got to be flexible, and we should renew our passports sooner than the last week. So here we are, parked at the KOA up south of Barrie for the night. That's so we can get fairly quickly downtown tomorrow. We have to be there at the American consulate by 10:30, and then not sure how long Carol's appointment will be renewing her passport, but right after that we're going to start heading north. But yeah, the campgrounds are pretty empty, as you can see, on a Monday night this time of year. I think they fill up pretty good on the weekends because fall camping is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, we have the place pretty much to ourselves, making a nice little fire to warm up on a kind of a rainy afternoon. Where'd you get that? Let me see.
When we were at a Blue Jays games for our mom's birthday, my sister Carolyn and Daniel actually caught one of the Blue Jays ball that they threw to us there.
Shouldn't that be on a shelf somewhere?
Probably, but we're using it. It's the only one we got. Should be fine.
The next morning we got up early and started heading down to downtown Toronto to the American consulate for Carol's appointment. We are fighting through traffic here, downtown driving. Appointment's at 10:15. We will be there at 10:15, hopefully a little bit sooner. Man, the traffic has been crazy.
They couldn't find it forever, my social security number, and then they looked it up under my maiden name, and they found it, so I had to pick it up at 2 o'clock. But it's an emergency passport, so it only lasts for 3 months, and then my other one will be issued. So
nice. So you get to pick it up today at 2.
Today at 2.
Wow.
So let's go for lunch.
Let's go for lunch. Downtown Toronto, we got a couple hours before Mom picks up her passport, so I'm gonna have a phone call. But in the meantime, we're just gonna find a place to eat down here by the lake. Here we go.
Banana chocolate.
I just picked up my temporary passport. It's good for 3 months, and they worked some magic for me, so I'm super excited. But I'll have to send in the other paperwork to get my 10-year passport when I get back.
Really the experiences and memories and stories that are written on the mind of the consumer that creates the brand, and those stories and those experiences come from your team. It's every interaction with your customer is a chance to reinforce the power of the brand or to tear it down. So I start with culture, and then I go into things like controls, which are systems. After picking up the passport, we started driving north and headed back to the lake.
The next morning was super exciting because our log furniture and bedding finally arrived, and it was a really cool feeling actually to set up our own beds and this really amazing looking log furniture in our brand new cabin and addition.
Boom, fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This morning, me and the boys are heading into the marina. We're going to drop off some extra supplies that need to be picked up by our supplier, and then we're waiting for a delivery of furniture. We ordered this a while back. It's all handmade log furniture, so we're pretty excited to get that, and then we're going to load as much as we can onto the boat and take it out to the island. Loaded up, heading back to the island to offload. Looks like some beautiful stuff. Can't wait to get it all put together in the bedrooms.
So we set up the furniture in our beds and we've been sleeping in them for the past couple nights, and man is it ever cozy.
thing is that the boys started their online homeschool and Daniel started high school. Crazy.
This morning we got up early, packed up our stuff, left the island and drove all the way back to Toronto. And right now we're here at a hotel right by the airport because tomorrow morning we're getting up early again and heading to Dallas, Texas. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's video as we share our adventures in Dallas and surrounding area.
And in the meantime,
We'll see you down the road.